Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all of your comments, all of your questions, Manchester United related, please. All your comments, all your questions. Obviously, we just went over yesterday. We went over 5K people. So big up. The channel is now over 5,000 subscribers. So big up to all the subscribers, all the supporters of Sarcasm City TV. It is now rolled to 6K. But make sure as soon as you land, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, hit the like button on the video. So important you lot do that. Let's get into double figure likes. That is the like check. And make sure you share this across all the socials as well. I know the vast majority of you lot who are watching are on the social media. So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, wherever you are active on, make sure you share this show and the channel to wherever that is, because it all helps. And again, subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Like I said, roll to 6K now. We tried to get to 5K before the month was out, and we did it with a couple days to spare. And hit the notification bell as well. But like I said, the ManDem United podcast, keep all your comments and questions Manchester United related. And even though United have won their last couple cup games, obviously away at Forest 3-0 and then beating Reading 3-1 in the FA Cup, Eriksen is the big talking point. Eriksen injury. So that's why I titled this episode, Christian Eriksen injured, how big of a miss will he be? So I'll be giving my full thoughts on it. I'm sure you lot will have questions as well. Big up to Starlord, who says big up everyone. RJ says big up everyone as well. And he also mentions Chelsea signed Enzo for 120 million euros. Crazy. Hey, Chelsea doing the business. But let's get up to double figure likes, man. We slacking. How are we not in double figure likes already? This is terrible. And I forgot to introduce myself as well. For those that are new, I am Flawless, aka Mr. Take Note, aka Man of the People, aka the People's Prophet. So yeah, like I said, get your questions in, people. Where's my water as well? I swear I had a water in it, but we move. But as I was saying, Christian Eriksen, how big of a miss will he be? And RJ said it there. We need a signing, for fuck's sake. Here's the thing with that. The reason why I'm not in complete meltdown about Eriksen getting injured is because I've been speaking about this from before Eriksen got injured. I've been speaking about this the entire month of January. I've been speaking about this the entire season. This is why I said we're not in a title race. This is also why I said we're not good enough to win a league title. We're not good enough yet to go and compete for the biggest trophies. And when I say biggest trophies, I'm talking Premier League and Champions League, because our squad is thin. Our squad is super thin. Is the first 11 very good? Absolutely. Eriksen's included in that. But once you start get one or two injuries, you see the deficiencies. Look at our midfield. Casemiro and Eriksen, quality pivot. Absolutely quality pivot. Behind that is Fred and McTominay. Yes, Fred has his uses, but Fred is not good enough to start week in and week out for Manchester United Football Club. We all know McTominay is not, and that is the big drop-off. And the big worry to me about the Eriksen injury is we don't have another player of his profile. So we don't even have a poor version of Eriksen. Fred doesn't do what Eriksen does. McTominay doesn't do what Eriksen does. We can't go to an academy kid and say, all right, we're in the business. We're getting into the business end of the season. We play 2 games a week in the entire month of February. You're going to be the guy to go in and replace what Christian Eriksen does. That's unfair to him, even though that midfielder would be playing next to Casemiro, who has been top quality all season. That's just unfair. That's what that is. That's just completely unfair. And I don't expect Ten Hag to do it, because that could ruin a young player. But I've spoken on this in depth many times. Eriksen, yeah, it's a huge miss. But one thing I will say is, I believe apart from the Barcelona legs, we can navigate the Premier League games we have and the Carabao Cup final. I think we'll beat Forest we'll comfortably get past Forest on Wednesday. We can navigate all the games. So we can beat a Newcastle or a Southampton in a Carabao Cup final without Eriksen. We can beat a Palace. We're home and away to Leeds. We can navigate them games. Where I'm looking at where Christian Eriksen will be missed to me heavily is the Barcelona game in Europe, where you're getting more time on the ball, number 1. Number 2, where transition is key. Number 3, where transition is key against Barcelona and how they play. And if we don't get through that tie, Eriksen will be a massive miss. Very similar to how we struggled away at Arsenal without Casemiro. I can see that Eriksen not being there against Barcelona having that effect. Do I still think we get past Barcelona? Yes. Am I also still confident of that? Of course. But Eriksen is a big, big miss. So when I say how big of a miss will he be to the team? Massive miss. People really underestimate the job he does. Yes, his form hasn't been good of late, but we have nobody else here of his profile. Casemiro is good on the ball, but I was having this discussion with Murtaza yesterday on the Q&A. Shout out to Murtaza, and he was talking about Eriksen's form and his form not being good lately, and Fred being in the first team and doing a good job. But my point is, Fred at his best and Eriksen at his best give you two completely different things. Passes that Eriksen misplaces, Fred doesn't see, and that's the difference. Like, yes, Fred is better without the ball. Yes, he's tenacious, he's energetic, he wins the ball back. But on the ball, he has nowhere near the level of quality that Eriksen has. I always go back to the Arsenal game, the one we won at Old Trafford. People, after this show, go and look at the highlights of that game of the two of the 3 goals we scored, and look at the passes that Eriksen plays into Bruno. I think it was one was one of the Rashford goals. I think it might have been both the Rashford goals. I can't remember. But what was I gonna say? Go look at them 2 passes. Look at how clever they are. Look how intelligent they are. One, he wraps into Bruno around the corner. It's in transition. He picks up the ball. He fires it around the corner, takes a couple Arsenal players out of the equation. And then Bruno turns, plays it through to Rashford, and Rashford scores. If he don't wrap that pass into Bruno, that goal doesn't happen. And people think it's a simple 10-yard pass around the corner. It's not. Just because a pass is successful doesn't mean it's a good pass. Because if he floats that into him, if he dinks that into him, then Bruno don't turn and do what he has to do. He makes Bruno's mind up, and Bruno is a good take and a great through ball as well, and a good finish from Rashford. But just stuff like that. And even in that same game, he plays another pass into Bruno, but this one he dinks over the top. If he tries to play the first one and wrap it round, it wouldn't work because it was blocked off. The one he floats into Bruno. And that's what it is. It's about the delivery. It's about how you pass. Sometimes you need to just wrap a pass into someone's feet. Sometimes you need to float into someone's feet. Sometimes they need it 2 yards ahead of them. Sometimes they just need it directly into feet. There's different types of passes, and Eriksen is very, very good at that. And it's extremely underrated because there's no stat for it. Because people don't big it up on socials, because mainstream media and pundits don't talk about it, it's not mentioned. Another player who was very good like that for us was what's it called? Juan Mata. Even though Juan Mata wasn't at his best, he took care of the ball. I say it all the time. Juan Mata took care of the ball. That being said, there's over 20 of you lot locked in, which is sick. Hey, let's bump up the likes. How are we not even in double figure likes? Like check 1 2 1 2. Let's get up there to 15 likes, people. What's going on? You lot taking liberties. Let's get up to 15 likes and subscriber check as well. We're looking for 5 more. We're looking to get to 5,035 subscribers by the end of this stream. So let's see if we've had any new subscribers as well. Get your questions in. Keep them Manchester United related. So yeah, let's do that, people. Let's bump up these likes. Let's go up to, forget 15. Let's get up to 20 likes. That's what we're aiming for. Let's get up to 20 likes. And like I said, keep your comments and questions Manchester United related, and subscribe if you're new as well. Let's share this across all the socials. You lot slow off the mark. I know it's a Monday. Let's speed this up. Let's quicken this up. But yeah, as I was saying in regards to Christian Eriksen, and I was talking about Juan Mata and just his care of pass, the weight of pass, which helps your teammate with the ball. That split second they have to do if the ball is loose or it's not the correct pass, a defender can get across. And I use them two passes into Bruno in the Arsenal game, the one at Old Trafford, as an example. We have nobody else who can even do that to a poor level. Fred don't play that pass. Casemiro is better on the ball than I realized because I've never seen it at Real Madrid. So Casemiro, that's a massive bonus. But without Eriksen, us being best without the ball and how good we are in transition, he's going to be a big miss, especially in the Barcelona game, where I think that's where we'll win the game. Because the reason why I'm so confident going into the Barcelona game, even though they're in good form, we're in good form. You lot would have heard this. Any boxing fans, any UFC fans, anyone who's a fan of combat sports hears this phrase that I'm about to say. Styles make fights. And stylistically, I love how we match up against Barcelona. Forget the quality. not talking about the quality, people. So nobody respond and say, well, Barcelona are a great side, this, and that. I'm not talking about the quality of Barcelona. I'm talking stylistically how they play. Nou Camp is a big pitch. They play a high line. That suits Rashford. That suits Anthony. That suits Bruno, third man in run. That suits Garnacho. I throw Palestri in the mix. I would have said Eriksen with the third person runs, but obviously he won't be playing in the games. But it suits us down to a T, especially Rashford. You know what I'm saying? The most informed left winger in the league with all that space. Rashford in space will kill you. And then you throw Weghorst in the mix as well, who we can see how good he is at holding up the ball. He's a beautiful foil for them other players with all that space. Plus, he's something different from set pieces. So 6'6" strikers is not something you're used to playing against. To me, and someone let me know, there isn't many 6'6" strikers in La Liga that their defender likes of Christensen and Kunde are dealing with. Yes, Barcelona are in good form, but I'm confident. Of course, they have the X factor with Lewandowski, but this game would have been so much easier. It would have been easier to navigate with Christian Eriksen, but I still have faith in Casemiro and Fred and the rest of the team and Ten Hag to do the business. But yeah, Eriksen's a massive miss. I'm actually going to pull up Manchester United's fixtures. And before I do, let's get up to 20 likes, man. You lot are slow off the mark on this Monday. Slow off the mark on this Monday. Let's get up to 20 likes. This ain't it. This is not it, man. 20 likes. We're almost 20 minutes into the show. But in the next 3 minutes, we need 20 likes because we are 6 short. So I'm looking at our fixtures in February. So it is obviously the Forest return leg on Wednesday, the 1st of February. Then it's Palace at home, Leeds at home, Leeds away, Barcelona away, Leicester at home, Barcelona at home. It's currently Brentford, but that'll be the Carabao Cup. So the Brentford game will get moved. See, none of those games, like I said, look at Forest away, I don't think Eriksen would have played. Forest at home, in the second leg, Eriksen wouldn't have played anyway. Palace at home, I expect us to do the business without Eriksen. Leeds at home, the same. Leeds away will be tough. Obviously, the whole United-Leeds rivalry. But still, Barcelona away is where I think it'll be missed. Leicester have been in shocking form, you know what I'm saying, all season long. Barcelona at home again, and then the final. That's legit it. That's how I'm looking at it. So, yeah, I think people really underestimate. Even the way that Eriksen keeps the ball ticking, that's underestimated. Just chipping the ball down the line on your weaker foot, or just playing the ball into a fullback or into the 10 or into the right winger or into the left winger or through the lines. Eriksen is A1 at that. And even the off-form Eriksen is still better than what we have because we have nothing, people. I don't think Manchester United fans realize, not all, some Manchester United fans don't realize how thin our squad is and how bad the quality is in terms of the backup. This is why I wanted Weghorst. People are like, how you gassed about Weghorst? Again, have you seen our team? Our backup striker before Weghorst got here was Anthony Elanga. He's nowhere near the standard. At least Weghorst, we've seen the qualities he's added. And I don't think he's getting enough plaudits, actually, for how he has played, because he was criticized heavily before he got here. And now he's doing a job. Everybody shut up. Very similar to Martinez and his height. I don't hear people mention it too often. Where's my wall? What is going on? There with me, people. I need to find my wall still. Where's my wall? What's going on this up here? Find my wall. My apologies, people. Need to find my wall. All right, so let's see what you lot are saying in the chat before I continue. What's going on? What's going on? Let's see. Keep your questions United related, please. Paul says, oh yeah, let me not forget as well. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. Big up, Paul. Good to see green usernames in the chat as well. Well, one shot of 20 likes, man. Let's do so. One shot, man. Let's get up to 20 likes. We got 30 seconds. Bloody Andy Carroll, you clumsy idiot. His challenge on Eriksen wasn't even properly punished. That is facts. Big up to CB. Says big up Flawless. Big up to you. Rogue says, how you doing, Flawless? I'm blessed. I hope you are good too. RJ says it's time for Iqbal and Maino to step. Yes, they're young, but I believe they can do a job. To my knowledge, is Maino not a 10? So I don't think he's an Eriksen replacement, and I don't want to see Iqbal in there. I think if Iqbal was good enough, we would have seen him already more this season. I believe so. United should be looking at Enzo's fee for Tielemans. They could be available for under 30. Say this again, Ishmael. Say this again. Say this again, because that's a typo. So say that again. Flawless, did you see Osherman's last goal got all out for him, proper PMP player, if not him, Vlahovic? I did see the goal you're talking about, the volley, quality goal. I've spoken on this. As much as I've not seen of Osherman, I like his profile. And if Ten Hag decides to go and get Osimhen, I'm with it. It is a concern about his injury record. I know it's not the best, but if in Ten Hag I trust. Vlahovic, I'm not really a fan of his profile like that. Not really. But again, in Ten Hag I trust, because we need at least 2 strikers, bare minimum. And we've hit 20 likes. Let's get up to 30 now, because there's over 30 of you lot in here. So let's get up to 30 likes and subscribe if you're new as well. We're only looking for 5 new subscribers, people. Subscriber check 1212. We've had no new subscribers yet. We're 5 short of the first milestone. So that's what we're aiming before the stream closes out, people. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Let's see. Yeah, big up. Yes, the Menace says, as an Ajax fan, it's beautiful to see the second Cruyffian revolution after Barcelona at United. The soul of Cruyff will bring you trophies. I agree with you. Yes, the Menace, and it is beautiful to see as a Manchester United fan. Big up to Cali, who says, "Yo, what's up, ManDem?" Big up to you. Ishmael says, "The Enzo. What's this? What about the Enzo fee? I'm struggling to see the correlation with the Enzo fee and Tillemans fee. You're gonna have to say your whole comment again, Ishmael. I'm lost. You've lost me. So I'm not sure. I don't know what you're talking about there." And Kylie says, "Big up on the 5K, Brody." Hey, big up, man. Much love, much appreciated, man. Love, you know what I'm saying? But we're trying to aim now. The aim is 6K, people. The work does not stop. The work does not stop. I need to get a trim as well. And 30 likes, yo. You lot are slow as well. Oh, Enzo Lafie. So Enzo Lafie is a young French midfielder. He plays for Lorient. All right, okay. I didn't notice. I did not notice. That's fair. But yes, Manchester United need to be going into the transfer market 100%. And that is the only silver lining I see to this Eriksen injury, is maybe it kicks the people upstairs into gear to go and get a midfielder. Go get me a Weghorst level midfielder on loan. I'm not saying a big name. I'm not saying go spend 50, 60 million. I even saying go spend 20, 30 million. I'm saying go get someone on loan. Loan fee 3 million for 6 months. Because we cannot continue and go the entire season with Casemiro, Eriksen, Fred, and McTominay. God forbid Casemiro gets injured. Then we're back to McTominay and Fred. Dalot is out injured still, so Wan-Bissaka's there. Martial isn't around yet. So our first choice striker is missing. One of our starting midfielders is missing. Our right back's missing. All of a sudden, the injuries are starting to pile up. And then say a Martinez or Varane get injured. Then what? Then it's Maguire and Lindelof. And slowly but surely, we start seeing the team we seen last year. Yes, the players who are on the squad players and the bench players have been playing well. But eventually, if you play them over and over, we're going to see their deficiencies. And the entire month of February, we play once every 3-4 days. And we have big games coming up, people. The 2-legged tie in the Europa League against Barcelona. On top of that, the Carabao Cup final. And then the Premier League games. Yes, the Premier League games are favorable on paper, but they're still not going to be easy. So I hope 110% we go and get a midfielder. We need 2 midfielders, to be honest. RJ says, Inter want Maguire after we rejected their approach for Lindelof. We can't afford to let anybody, as much as I'm not a fan of Maguire or Lindelof, we can't afford to let any of them go, because then we'll be light in that area. If you could tell me we could get rid of Maguire or Lindelof in this window before the month's out and we sign a replacement, cool. But don't get rid of them and then don't sign anybody and then we're short. We need 2 players for every position, even if the backup players ain't good enough. So that's how I'm looking at it. This is why you're Maguire, Lindelof, McTominay's, those 3. Yes, I would love to let them go. However, not with no replacements. We're fighting on 4 fronts. Again, people, like, I'm looking here. Like the Barcelona, like, look at here the dates. 1st of February, Forest. 4th of February at home to Palace. 8th of February, home to Leeds. 12th of February, away at Leeds. 4 days later, away at Barcelona. 3 days later, at home to Leicester. 4 days later, at home to Barcelona. And then 3 days after the Barcelona second leg, Carabao Cup final. It's all hands on deck. We are going to see everybody. All of the players you rate, all of the players you don't rate. If they are fit and healthy, you're going to see him. One big bonus is Sancho. But Sancho is going to be needed during this. Absolute goddamn loot. Weghorst can't play all these games. Hopefully, Martial and Sancho manage to return to form. Give us some more attacking options. That's what I'm hoping for. Like, that's what I'm hoping for. Oh, shit. Monts just messaged me as well. Big up, Monts. I was saying. Let me shout him back. Make sure you go subscribe to Big Six Bants as well, man. Shout out months every time. And while I'm saying that, how many likes are we on? Like check. 30 likes, you lot. We're 6 short. Let's bump that up. 30 likes, man. Like check 1212, man. And if you want to be a mod, let me know. I'm still putting together that squad of mods. You know what I'm saying? The mod squad. I'm putting that together. So if you're here on a regular and you want to be a part of that, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram or drop your art in the chat. I'm looking for like a squad of 10. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get that launched next month. So looking for that elite mod squad. We've had the 1 new subscriber. We're 4 short as well, people. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit this guy back. Yeah, like I said, go subscribe to Monty's channel as well. Big Six Bants. Let me just hit him back. And you lot continue to get your Manchester United questions in as well, people. Get your Manchester United questions in as well. Kali says, United love a deadline day transfer in January. I'm sure we will get someone tomorrow. Hope you're all right, Kali. I hope you're all right. Get Cancelo to United in the summer. Yeah, they won't sell to us. Plus, Barcelona have an option to buy. Would I take Cancelo at Manchester United? Absolutely. But they would not sell to us. Nah. Well, Cancelo was a left back. I'm with. But no, they wouldn't sell to us. Rogue says, what do you think of Lissandro for Dumfries swap for Maguire or Lindelof? No, I don't want Lissandro or Dumfries swap. Why would we get rid of Lissandro? No, I don't want Dumfries. I don't want any Inter Milan players. I'm good. I'm blessed on that. Absolutely blessed on that. If Maguire leaves for Inter Milan, should go get Joe Gomez flawless. Yeah, I'm glad you're laughing with that, Yasin. You know what I'm saying? Good jokes. Elvis says, dream scenario would be Gravenberch in the midfield for sure. Exciting to see what Bayern do as they seem to be making moves this window. Hey, bring it. I don't even know a lot, but I don't know anything about Gravenberch. Or you can play midfield, get him in. Samuel says, what midfielders do you think we should get? All the midfielders I would want us to get can all play, what's it called? Will all cost big money. And will all cost big money and all will be, well, they'll be easier to acquire in the summer transfer window. So we just need to go do smart business and go get a Weghorst level player for our midfield. Someone on loan, cheap for 6 months. That's it. 2 million, 3 million loan fee. You can just go in and do a job. I'd be over the moon with that. The same way I'm over the moon about Weghorst. We need to bolster the squad. I've said it before. I'll say it again. We are like Franklin say from Snowfall. Those of that I've seen the scene. Him, her, bodies. That's what Manchester United need. We need bodies and we need quality. Don't have to be first team quality. Just bring me squad depth. Just bring me an improvement on Fred. Just bring me an improvement on McTominay. Improvement on Maguire. Improvement on Lindelof. That's all I'm looking for. That's it. Bring me another Weghorst level striker as well. Hey, big up Daniel in the cut as well the entire time. James Bond says, will Jesse do the gritty dance at Old Trafford? He can, but they're going out, so I doubt we'll see it. Troy says, thoughts on Usherman because he looks like the one we should go for in the summer. Usherman, I've not watched him a hell of a lot. I don't think I've watched him in a 90-minute game. However, I do like his profile from what I've seen, like highlights and clips. I'm not sure how much it'll cost. Star-Lord mentions it there. I am concerned about his injury record, but if we were to go for him, I'm not against it. I'm not against it whatsoever. No. So yeah, Osherman, I would if he walks through the door, I'm with it. Kylie says, I ain't gonna lie, I'm taking Weggy, as he said, on a permanent. I'm not against Weghorst on a permanent deal. Absolutely not. It'd be cheap. But him as third choice. It has to be first choice, a Osherman, a Kane, backup, then Weghorst. He has to be third choice, people, to me. That's just my personal preference. But I like the idea of that. Should United get Onana, target a club with a new manager? I would definitely go and get Onana, but you ain't going to get him in this window. Absolutely not. However, if Everton stay up, which I believe they will now with Sean Dyche, I would definitely go and target 110%. I would go and get Onana. As a squad player, yes. Absolutely, I would. Absolutely. So yeah, go get Onana. Yes, I've been saying this beforehand. I'm a big fan. And as a squad player, I think he's the guy to go and get, and he wouldn't cost a lot. 30, 40 M's. Calm. Do I think Manchester United will sign someone on loan? Probably not. If I was a betting man, I'd say no, but I want to be wrong, Daniel. That's what I would say. I want to be wrong on that. What we saying? Where we at? 31 likes. Big up to you lot. Like, let's get to 40 likes. That's the next thing. We're looking at 40 likes. We are 9 short, and we're still 4 short of the subscriber check as well. We're looking for 4 new subscribers. There's now over 60 of you lot locked in. I know everybody here has not hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell, people. And let's get up to 40 likes as well. We're looking for 8 more likes to get up to 40. That's like check 1212. And we're looking for 4 new subscribers. I don't know if we've just been rated, but big up. I'm not sure who has rated us, if it is, or it might just be a jump. But yeah, to answer your question, Daniel, I'd probably say no. Ishmael says, flawless. I definitely want Enzo Fernandez to come join his mate Leacher. Chelsea will destroy him. Only getting us Bellingham will make me feel better. We're not signing Enzo Fernandez. Like, forget about it. And same with Bellingham. I don't think we're getting Bellingham either. I don't. Daniel says, starting to like Manchester United because the Vegas better not keep him. I hope we do. Troy says, doesn't Kane have injury issues? No, not to my knowledge. He doesn't have injury issues. He's pretty much stayed fit. That's my belly. I hope you lot didn't hear that. Need to get something to eat after this. But he doesn't. And I've already spoken on the Harry Kane situation. I said for the right price. He's a year left. He's 29, 30. He wants to leave. No more than 60 million. Or Spurs have to lose him on a free. If we go spend 70, 80, 90, 100 million on Kane, I'll be livid. Because that's daft. That's daft. A man asking about Onana, where's he from? Belgium. He's Belgian. Osimhen at 120 million and injury prone ain't the deal for me. Yeah, I'm not with Osimhen at 120 M's. Absolutely not. I am not with Osimhen. I'm not with any player, not just Osimhen. I'm not spending 120 million on anybody not named Kylian Mbappe. I'm not spending 120 million, 100 M's, 90 to 80 M's. I don't think anybody's worth that, to be honest. What impact should we expect from you if you are 80, 90, or 100 million? I don't want to see us spend that on anybody. Big up Morn as well. Big up to you, says big up Flawless. Large up. Love to see the South African flag. You know what I'm saying? People from the motherland in the building. You know what I'm saying? Would you take Tielemans? Yes. But something's off with that. The fact that he's been at Leicester this long, he's been available, and no top team in the Premier League or in Europe has went, go and get me Tielemans, is a worrying concern. Yes, he's not the best defensively, but I wouldn't bring him in as first teamer. I would not bring him in as a first teamer, but I would bring him in as a squad player. He is the perfect backup to someone like Eriksen because he does the same. He does a similar role. They're very similar profiles. They're very good. Their attribute set and what they're good at is very similar as well. But I'm a fan of Tielemans. But when I talk to Neil, shout out to Neil, he's not a fan of him. And others ain't as well. I don't hear too many fans talk glowingly about Tielemans. Oh yeah, and there's still over 50 of you lot locked in. 40 likes, man. That's all we're looking. That's all we're looking for. 40 likes, people. We're 6 short. We're 6 short. Let me see sub check. We are now on the subscriber check. How far are we off? We are 3 off the milestone. Let's bump that up, people. Let's bump that up. Big up is just me. Says, hey, Flawless, what midfielder would you like United to get? In the window, just anybody on loan. In terms of the summer, that's a whole different conversation. But I would definitely go get Onana from Everton. And then I'd sign the Eriksen profile. So I go get Onana because I think he's the perfect backup to Casemiro. Bless me. Perfect backup to Casemiro is Onana. He wouldn't cost a lot either. And then go get an Eriksen profile. Whether that's someone to replace Eriksen and Eriksen's backup or someone to be backup to Eriksen. But I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. While Tielemans, I wouldn't mind the Tielemans. I wouldn't mind the Tielemans whatsoever. Love how Vegas has more goals than Gakpo. Gutted we missed out on him. Yeah, devastated about Gakpo. Who would you take as the CM backup for Eriksen? Tielemans is a shout, but just anyone of that profile. That's what it is. Ryan said it there. Tielemans is trash off the ball. That's why people have an issue with him. That's why I'd play him next to a Casemiro or Onana. Well, that's just me. most deep lying playmakers are not good defensively. No. Let me kill that. There isn't one deep lying playmaker who is good defensively. There isn't one. If you are a deep lying playmaker, ball carrier, you're not good defensively. Otherwise, you'd probably just be a DM. So that's why you have a Casemiro next to him, why you have a Fabinho, why you have a Rodri, why you have a Thomas Partey, because the list goes on. That's why. But yeah, I would. Man, I'm saying Tielemans is lazy. I wouldn't say he's lazy. I wouldn't go that much. I just don't think he's an athlete. I'm saying I wouldn't say he's an athlete. Yeah, you see Ryan there saying Onana would be a good squad player, but last week you was trashing me for saying this. See this, people. Ryan was on here trashing me about Onana. Now he's saying he'd be a good squad player. Shouldn't we take a leaf out of Brighton's book when it comes to scouting and recruitment of other clubs? Yes, I've spoken in depth about this. Absolutely. Yes, we should do that. Because if Brighton can do it, Manchester United can do it. We have better resources. We have more money than Brighton. So therefore, if Brighton can do it, and we've seen other clubs in the Premier League do it, Manchester United can do it. Yes, it's different scouting for Manchester United than it is Brighton, because players joining Manchester United are under much more pressure. You're under a bigger microscope. However, go and do your job. What the job that our scouting and recruitment team have to do is extremely tough, people. The same way the job we ask the manager to do is extremely tough. The players, we expect the players to perform week in, week out from August to July. That is extremely tough. We expect the manager to perform and make correct decisions before games and in games from August all the way up until June, July. That is very tough. We are expecting these managers and players to perform 60 times a season. And that is extremely tough. But guess what? You are paid extremely well to do an extremely tough job. And that's the same with the scouting department. Your job is extremely tough to go and locate players who are good enough to play for Manchester United, because that is a small pool. That's a very, very small pool. However, you are paid extremely well to do an extremely tough job. That's why you're paid so well. Otherwise, they just pay me minimum wage to do it and pay others. But I don't have the skill set. Not everybody has the skill set. Go out there and do your job. Big up Ismail says, catch you on Battle of the North. Hope you cook that deluded loser pool fan. Hey, yeah, Battle of the North, 6:30 p.m. today, people. Shout out to Hassam every single time, and shout out to him. Let's see what's going on. What about Rodri? Ryan, you said Rodri with a question mark, or are you talking to somebody else? Let's see what's going on. Right, while we wait for more questions to jump in as well, keep your questions to me, Manchester United related people. What we on like check? Are we still short? Right, we're one short of 40. So let's hit 40 likes. Let's do so. Let's hit 40 likes. And subscriber check as well. I know everyone here has not subscribed, but still 4 short. There's over 50 of you lot locked in. I know this is a fact. Everybody here is not subscribed. I know this. That's a fact. That is a fact. Big up Theo, who says, Sarcasm City, you think Man U will go for another Real Madrid player next transfer window based on what happened in the past few windows? I think if the deal makes sense, yes. I don't think Manchester United go specifically looking for Real Madrid players. It's all about the deal making sense. If a quality player became available and Manchester United were like, this makes sense for us, and it made sense for Real Madrid, then yes. But I don't think we're going specifically for Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? And that Real Madrid players. Yo, yeah, again, Rodri is not a defensive midfield, deep lying playmaker, sorry. He's a defensive midfielder. Rodri screens. Modric don't screen. Cruz don't screen. Tielemans don't screen. You know what I'm saying? Cruz don't screen. Eriksen doesn't screen. There's a difference to this. Rodri is not the same profile as Eriksen. Rodri is a DM. He's good on the ball, but he does defensive work. He's a defensive midfielder, but he screens. The same way Fabinho is actually, is Fabinho more combative when he fell off? But Fabinho's not the right example. I'm trying to think. Like a Michael Carrick screened. He's a DM. Yes, he was very good on the ball, but he's a DM. That's what I would say. Rodri is City's best controller in possession, to be honest. Yeah, he's quality on the ball, but he's a DM. Rodri and Eriksen are different. They're not the same. Rodri and Tillemans are different. Rodri and Cruz are different. Rodri and Modric are different. I'm trying to think of other deep line playmakers. I'm saying, like, that he's not a deep line playmaker, but he is extremely good on the ball, yes. But they don't do the same job. De Jong's another one, yes. Where else we at? Soccer 40 fan, can you please stop trolling? I mean, not trolling. Can you stop spamming? Because I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Not all American owners are the same. Who would you want as Manchester United's new owner? Whoever has the best interests of the footballing club at heart. I want someone to join, number one, who wants the team to win and win trophies by any means necessary. Two, has big pockets to the point where Manchester United can compete in the transfer window with everybody. We're the biggest club in the country. We're one of the biggest clubs in the world. We're one of the biggest sporting brands in the world, the whole world, people, not continent, not just the UK, not just Europe, the whole world. Manchester United should be able to compete with anybody for any player. And that's what I want. So I'm not saying I don't want new owners to take over and United spend 800 million in one window. That's not what I want. I want our manager to be able to go and compete. Money should be no issue because we generate enough to the point where that's how it should be. Money in the past when we've been successful shouldn't be an issue. Like, for instance, say Manchester United wanted to go and sign Enzo Fernandez. Money shouldn't be an issue. It should be him deciding to stay at Benfica or deciding to go to Chelsea or elsewhere. Same way, if Bellingham became available, and well, Bellingham could be available, but let's say hypothetically, Bellingham's on the market in the summer. If Manchester United decided to go and get Bellingham, it should be he wants to stay at Dortmund or he chooses another club. It shouldn't be a money issue. It shouldn't be, oh, we can't spend the 80 million, the 100 million. If Ten Hag says, get me Bellingham, all right, we go and get Bellingham. So they're the two things I want with owners. They're the two things I want. Where else we at? Let's see. Theo says, let me get to this. We need to make a signing before the window closes. We need a midfielder to cover Bruno with the injuries to Donny and Eriksen. You actually need, in an ideal world, 3, but we ain't going to get 3 this summer. So just go get me an Eriksen profile. That's all I'm asking for, Theo. But I hear this point. In the summer, I think we need another number 10, and we need Casemiro backup, and we need an Eriksen profile. That's 3. On top of the 2 strikers we need, on top of another right back we need, on top of 2 centre backs we need, arguably a goalkeeper as well. This squad is still way short. Way short. I agree with this, Daniel. Kante is renewing. Jorginho would be a good option for Manchester United. I'm not against Jorginho. People don't like it, but I'm not against it. I'm not against it whatsoever. And people have missed the point. I'm not saying United are signing Bellingham. You don't need to listen to what I'm saying. I was talking from a hypothetical standpoint. Is if Manchester United wanted to go and get Bellingham in the summer, we could go and compete financially with a Liverpool, with a Chelsea, with a Real Madrid, with a Barcelona, whatever club. That's what I'd say. Yeah, arguably, the reason why I say arguably a goalkeeper, because I don't think if we start the next season and De Gea's in goal, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe De Gea's in goal. But if we start next season and it's the same midfield options, I'd be pissed. We can't not have improved our midfield at all. I want bare minimum 2 midfielders. Same way with the striking department as well. We can't start next season and it's just Martial again. Like, or let's say we did sign Weghorst, it's Martial and Weghorst. No. Let's see. But yeah, people are against it, Daniel, but I'm not against Jorginho, but people would. RJ says, I'm so happy we got Casemiro for 60 million. Yes, he's 30, but still what a bargain. Bargain of the decade. And the decade is only 3 years old. Bargain of the decade. Absolutely. Absolutely. Theo says, I'll take anyone now, mate. I don't want to see Scott and Fred no more. I hear you. Hey, big up disgruntled blogger. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Big up yourself, Flawless. Big up. Taza says, Jorginho to United, get the fuck out of here. I don't want that scrub. As a squad player, man, Taza, you just want 22 stars. It don't work like that. As a squad player, Jorginho is calm. You know what I'm saying? I'll be livid. We cannot play out from the back with that guy. He's just a lamppost in possession talking about De Gea. Hey, that's fair. But that's just, I'm just like, all right, if he was, we got more pressing issues than De Gea, to me. Because I still think we can be successful with De Gea at the back. But yeah. Theo says, De Gea has saved us so many times versus letting us down. He should be our number one next season. I'm not against him being our number one. Get me Paulina from Fulham. I'll take Paulina from Fulham. Yeah, Jorginho's not script. Not in the slightest. You know what I'm saying Taza just being over the top because he's Murtaza. That's what it is. Flawless, why do you lot big up Malacia, quality player? You answered your own question. We need to get rid of Martial, man. So pissed off with him. Yeah, it's just frustrating. I'm not pissed. He's just injury prone. I can't even get onto man for being injury prone because it's not something he's doing. It's not something he's doing. I can't get onto him for being injury prone. It's not his fault. It's just the way he is. You know what I'm saying in that? No, I don't think he's finished, Tazo. I think as a squad player, he's fine. And Ryan, remember when you said that Callum Hudson-Odoi was clear of Mo Salah? Where was we at? Well, yeah, we need to get... Yeah, Martial, it's not his fault. I don't blame Martial for what happened. Like, he's just injury prone. It's frustrating, yes. But this is why I don't defend it no more. Like check, right? We're 8 short of 50. 8 short of 50 likes. So let's do that. Let's bump this up to 50 likes, people. Let's bump this up to 50 likes. And we're 3 short of... We still free short? Yes, we're still 3 short of the subscriber check. Yes. We are. All right. Sorry, I know I'm missing some comments, people. But yeah, Paulina, yes, I would take Paulina from Fulham as a squad player. Yes, absolutely, I would. Absolutely. Martial is lazy. He's been at the club for 8 years now. United need to get rid of him as soon as possible. He's not lazy. When did Martial become lazy? I'm lost. What did he do? Why is he lazy? Man, I say McAllister is that guy, Flawless. Not seen enough of him. Hey, big up to Bully. Says, hi, bro. Why don't we play 4-4-2, 4-3-1-2 in Eriksen's absence? It's worth it. Makes sense then in the summer we do a massive. Playing 4-4-2 in the modern day era is no, because people play 3 midfielders. So you're just going to get outnumbered in the midfield if you play 4-4-2. The 4-3-1-2, 4-3-1-2. What's that? You'd have to tell me what 4-3-1-2 is, my guy, but big up to you. Big up to you. So yeah, I'm just trying to not miss any of the comments, people. Because you know, some people be talking nonsense in these comments, I swear down. Him getting injured is his fault. Gotta take care of his body. No, he's just injury prone. How do we know it's a lack of taking care of his body? How do we know? This is just guesswork. It's not the same injury. How do you? I can't say that. He's just injury prone. We've seen this before. There's been many players like Martial who are injury prone. I don't blame him for being injury prone. Is it frustrating? Yes. Does he need to be moved on? Yes, but that's not his fault. This is what I'm talking about when I say people be over the top with the criticism. Like calling him lazy. I don't. When was he lazy? Disgruntled blogger says, what I don't understand is this time where the academy players are given a chance to sink or swim. We can't on one hand say we need to buy, but then say we need to give man like Zidane a chance. It depends if the academy players are good enough. If the manager doesn't think the academy players are good enough, don't play them. If they're good enough, then they'll get game time. If he believes, and I trust his judgment. He sees them week in, week out. He sees them train week in, week out. He has people, he has the reserve coaches and academy coaches and managers watching them week in, week out. So yeah, with Zidane Iqbal, I can't say anything about him because I've not watched him play. He played in pre-season, that's it. But if Ten Hag doesn't believe he's good enough, don't play him. Similar that he believes Kobbie Mainoo can offer something because we've seen him a couple times. He believes Palestri can offer something because we've seen him a couple times. Garnacho's now a part of the squad. We've seen him multiple times. So I just trust the manager in that. That's what I do, but that's just me. Yes. I said loan Iqbal to Bayern and get him on that secret sauce. You man are jokes, you know. Man are jokes. Let's see. Who would you rather win the league, Arsenal or City? Neither. What did Gary Neville say? It's like having a choice of 2 guys and one of them's going to nick your wife. And to this, people said, why are Manchester United buying a 30-year-old Casemiro? Because people are foolish. That's why. Big up the ManDem. Taz is saying it's common sense. You build your body up and strengthen in areas so you don't get injured. I'm not saying it's all on him, but he's not faultless. I know you don't mean he's faultless, but it's given that. So what about people who do build up their bodies and are still injury prone? Some people some people's bodies just ain't built for sport. That's all it is. He's been injury prone for a long period of time. You telling me there's no one who's been injury prone who ain't built their bodies and ain't been muscular? He just Louis Saha. For those that don't know, Louis Saha played for Fulham. Manchester United bought him. He was successful here. Top quality striker. He's quick, big, strong, athletic. Left foot, right foot, good in the air, running behind, hold the ball up. Very much like Martial in terms of just injury prone. Roddy Johnson was another one. Injury prone centre back that played for United during the treble season. Him and Yap Stam quality partnership. Some players are just like that. Some players are just like that. Would I take Gravenberch on loan? Yes, I would definitely take Gravenberch on loan without doubt. I'll answer about the Cancelo probably on the Q&A on Wednesday. Like I say, this is the ManDem United show, so keep your questions Manchester United related, people, please. Martial, a good player, but he's been injury prone for years. Yeah, like he's just like some people's bodies are just not capable. That's what I would say. They're just not capable of playing top level sport. They're just not. You see many players like this, and we'll see players after Martial. So that's why we now have to move him on. Anthony is still adapting to the league. Absolutely. Absolutely he is. Absolutely. And people just like, because Manchester United have been playing so well and our form's been good, that's the only thing people can attack us for. The signings have been good. Martinez has been good. Casemiro's been good. Eriksen's been good. Malassi has been good. All right, Anthony's been the worst. He was the most expensive. Let's attack Anthony. Because people got nothing left. Before it was 10 out. It was 10. What was it, Eric? 10 months and all this. And it's not the Dutch league and he'll get found out. Then after that, it was Martinez's height and he's too small for the Premier League and he's 5'2" and he's going to get dunked on. Everybody shut up about that. Casemiro's only here for money. He's only here for the big check. Real Madrid don't let players go who are on point. Casemiro shut all that down. So now it's Anthony. And if Anthony starts performing well, it'll be something else. And then if the something else don't work, it'll be something else. People got to get onto you for something. And I understand it's rival fans, so they got to hate. They got to hate. But that's why they just reaching. Just hella reaching. Pure reaching, hella down sim. You know what I'm saying in that? Am I still unconvinced by Luke Shaw? In what sense, Ryan? What do you mean am I still unconvinced by Luke Shaw? And what you got to go further? Like unconvinced how? Soccer says, would you say Fred is a first team player? I reckon they play better with him in the side. No. He's not a first team player. You're new here, so like you don't know my thoughts on him, but no, Fred isn't a first team player. Fellas, would you sign Mohamed Kudus in the summer? Not seen a lot of him, so I can't really state. But I know Jez is a fan, and Jez is pretty good at picking talent and stuff like that. So that's what I would say on that. But I don't even know what type of midfielder is he. Is he attacking? Is he defensive? Like, what is he? I don't know. Like, so I'm asking you, Malcolm, is give me a player in the Premier League that's like his profile. So not skill, not quality. Who is he like in terms of profile? That's what I want to know about Kudus. Let me check this like check as well. What's going on? What's going on? Like check 1, 2. All right, we're still too short of 50 now. Let's get us up to 50 likes, people. Let's get us up to 50 likes. And on the subscriber check, let's see if we're still short of the 3 we was looking for. Yeah, bump up the likes. There's over 40 of you lot locked in. I know everybody here has not hit the like button on the video. Hit the like button on the video. And we're still too short on the subscriber check as well. We're 1 short now of the likes. Well, we've gone over 50 likes. Big up to you lot. 60 likes. That's the next milestone. Let's go 60 likes, people. 60 likes. And we're 2 short of the subscriber check as well. Let's see. Right. What have I missed? What have I missed? Just if he will continue this form long term and if he's good enough for you to win big trophies in the future. As a first teamer, no. As a squad player and what he's been doing, yes. With someone like Ten Hag, who's a drill sergeant and very good at discipline, he can play his part in the squad. Yeah, whether that's as a left back, whether that's him being a centre back, which I'm surprised I'm saying, yeah. But do I want to see Luke Shaw starting week in, week out for the foreseeable? No, I don't. So, yes, I'm still unconvinced because he's been here almost 10 years and has had 1.5 good seasons. RJ says, we need to bring in another player. Glazers need to open their wallets and spend their own money. There's probably more chance of purple unicorns flying over Manchester, though. Hey, RJ, you said it. You said it. Troy says, I'm worried about Sancho, because when a manager sends a player away during the season. Absolutely. I was extremely concerned. When they said mental health, I was extremely concerned. And then someone said in the chat that it was a death in the family. Well, not a death in the family, but it was death to a close one. That's concerning because death affects everybody differently. So if you need to go, if someone passes away and you need to go and get right, fully understand that. I respect that rather than be playing and going through it. I respect that. But Sancho's back in training. He looks happy and he's going to be needed. Our success could be dependent on him. He could have a big role to play just this month alone. Just this month alone. He's closer to Bernardo Silva. Hey, if he's Bernardo Silva, Kudos, get him in. He's an attacking midfielder. Hey, get him in. Disgruntled Blogger says, Stone Cold to Erik Ten Hag needs to rest some of his players for the second leg. As people have mentioned, he likes to use the same 11 if possible in most games. Yeah, he likes to go strong with most games. But yes, that game at Forest on Wednesday in a couple of days, 110%. I want to see wholesale changes. I want to see any first teamers out there. Wholesale changes. We're 3-0 up. We have to lose 4-0 to go out. It's not happening. We're already in the final. And plus, we play Saturday. So we play 3 days later. Yeah. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We play 3 days later at home to Palace. And then this game's thick and fast. Flawless, what cup do you want to win the most? The Europa League. It's the biggest one. It's the most prestigious one. And it gets you into the Champions League as well. Also, gets these players accustomed to playing in European knockout football, which I think people really underestimate how tough that is. I want them to get them to being accustomed to being in that situation where it's the level, the pressure is high, the level is high, the intensity is high, where you got an away crowd on your case or your home crowd is anxious. Like all the dark arts and tricks of the trades that these European sides do that you don't get in the Premier League and the game being slower. It was very telling when we played Atletico Madrid and got knocked out at home last season that Maguire in his interview afterwards said the ball was barely in play. And I'm like, that's new. And I didn't criticize him for him. That's new to him because he hasn't played. That's the first Champions League knockout tie he's ever been in. I want our whole squad to be used to that scenario. So yes, go and win even if it's against opposition that ain't as good, go win the Europa League. Because I genuinely believe we can win 2 out of 3 trophies this season. If we go pick up the Carabao Cup and the Europa League, it's an extremely successful season. Minus the FA Cup, it couldn't have gone any better. For the first time in a long time, I'm looking at the 3 cup competitions Manchester United are in and going, we can win all 3. Do I think we win all 3 hand on heart? No, I don't think we'll win all 3. But we have a great chance. I look at the manager, I look at the team, and I look at the opposition in all these competitions. Someone asked a question about Newcastle, I get to, but FA Cup, Arsenal have gone out, Chelsea have gone out, Liverpool have gone out, Newcastle have gone out, Spurs, I don't worry about. I'm saying, and City are still in there. But it couldn't have gone any better. The Carabao Cup tie couldn't have gone any better. Champions League, outside of Barcelona, who we can legit knock out, who else is there to fear? Who else is there to fear? Someone tell me. Let me know. In the Europa League, I don't fear anybody in that competition. I was looking at Juventus, but I don't fear them. Do I think Luke Shaw's leg break ruined him? It definitely had a major impact on him, yes. But similar to Martial with the injury prone, Manchester United can't wait around for players to get right. Our current form, can you beat Newcastle in this foreseeable final? Soccer 40 fan, who do you support? Because you said on current form. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, who do you support anyway? I'm genuinely asking. I actually want to know. On current form, can you beat Newcastle in the final? Yes, absolutely. I believe we're a better side than Newcastle, so yes. Kudos is mainly a number 10, but can play as a false 9. All right, first. I think Ten Hag will rotate even though he doesn't like to. I certainly hope so, Star-Lord. I certainly hope so. Palace always seems to be a difficult game. They're a banana skin game. I don't think at home, because I don't rate Palace. We should have beat them. We wasn't good away at their place, and it took a free kick in the last minute and a moment of magic from Elise for them to tie the game and draw the game. We'll beat Palace. 100%. We'll beat Palace. What do you mean you support Arsenal and United? You support one or the other. What do you mean? What does that mean? I'm lost. Again, like check. We are at 54 likes, people. We're at 54 likes. Like check 1212. Let's get up to 60 likes. Let's get that up to 60 likes, people. We're at 55 now. We're 5 short. Over 40 of you lot locked in. Subscribe as well. We're looking for 2 new subscribers to get us to 5,035. What's going on? Subscriber check. Again, people, if you want to be, I'm looking to put together this mod squad, elite mod squad, and the moderators to help with the chat and all of the live streams. If you want to be in this mod squad, let me know in the chat, people, or get at me on Twitter, get at me on Instagram. You can see my name there, and that's me flawless. You should already be following me on Twitter and Instagram anyway, and that's me flawless. But yeah, I'm putting together like a squad of 10. I'm gonna add us all to a group chat, people. So yeah, if you want to be a mod, let me know. You just have to be here on a regular basis, number 1, and number 2, want to be a part of it. And we're gonna pattern it. It's nothing major, it just helps the channel. So that's what it is. I think I've got 3. I think there's 3 or 4. So yeah, let me know, people. So want to know. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't care if I'm Manchester, live in London, both teams in the blood. Nah. Hey, Malcolm, you want in? Got you. Got you, Malcolm. I'm literally, you know what? I'm legit going to set up the group chat today. I did say I was going to do it before the month's out, so I'm going to do that today. With you, Malcolm, I think that makes 4 or 5. So yeah, I'm putting together this mod squad because we got to start patting in the chat and stuff like that. Got to start patting in the chat. I'm flicked the wrong switch still. What's your favorite league to watch outside the Premier League? Mine is Serie A. I don't really watch leagues outside of the Premier League anymore. Used to be a big fan of Serie A. Massive fan of Serie A. I used to watch it religiously, but not anymore. Not anymore. Final few questions before I close out, people. Closing out in the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. Keep your questions Manchester United related. And Daniel put in the chat that Chelsea have signed Enzo. That's big news for them. That's big news for them. That's a big, big, big move. But he's going to be here in the summer, right? Well, he'll be at Chelsea in the summer. Am I right in saying that? But yeah, we'll see what I'll go on. Oh yeah, don't forget tonight as well, people, doing the most, 11 p.m. That'll be an FA Cup special, doing the most, where for those that don't know, it's interactive. So we be running polls in the chat. We pick from 5 categories. Well, we have 5 categories, and then we pick nominations, and then I put a poll in the chat and we discuss it, and then whoever wins the polls, wins that award. So for instance, there'd be the most unforgettable goal, most unpredicted result, most unacceptable error, most under the cosh manager, and most untouchable manager. But it's from this week's games just gone. So doing the most, that'll be here at 11 p.m. on the YouTube, and then 12:30 a.m. so an hour and a half after that, it will be the LA Lakers versus the Brooklyn Nets versus the LA Lakers NBA regular season watch along. That won't be here though. That's on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. Link is underneath in the description for that, people. Check out the upcoming live stream schedule. Let you know all of the shows that are coming up. All of the shows that are coming up. Oh yeah. The Italian league, late 90s, early 2000s. Whoo, style are different. I'm telling you, different. Absolutely. Let's see what's going on. You lot are slow off the mark today, though. We're at 57 likes. Let's go up to 60. What's going on? I'm Black Diamond. Oh, we got Black Diamond in the cut as well. Large up to you, my guy. I see you. Big up. See what's going on here. Just having a look. Just on the other laptop, people. Just seeing what's going on. Just making sure everything's running blessed. I'm always working while I'm working, people. You lot already know what I'm like. Regulars will know this. I can't believe. I'm sorry, Soccer 40 fan. I'm not with it. Someone talking about supporting Manchester United and Arsenal. No, I don't get that. I'm sorry. Can't support 2 football teams. I'm sorry. No. 2 football teams in the same league. 2 football teams in the same league that are rivals. I could move to London tomorrow and live there for 60 years. I'm not ever supporting Arsenal or another London team or supporting another team, period. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely goddamn not. I'm crazy. Absolutely. Big up, Bully says flawless for Wednesday versus Forest. I would rest the Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Rashford, Casemiro, Anthony, and Fred. Who would? Yes, I would change the goalkeeper. So whoever our backup goalkeepers that play. If Dalot is fit, I'd play Dalot, but I don't know if Dalot's back in training. Last year I'd play Maguire and Lindelof. I'd play McTominay. Who would I play? Is that a game to play Iqbal? Yeah, why not? I would play Iqbal there. 10. I'd still play Bruno because Bruno's Bruno. He'll be fine. Palestri right, Garnacho left. I'd play Sancho. I'm saying I'd play Sancho from the start. Like, why not? I would definitely play Sancho. So I would make wholesale changes. Pretty much my 11 would change bar Bruno. And even with Bruno, I'd take him off and throw on Kobe Mainoo. Because this game is a non-game. This game is a non-game. What else we got? Not United related, but I'm going to change your name from Flawless McMahon to Mr. Algorithms. I saw some of your old P110 freestyles pop up. Yeah, that happens a lot, this chrono blogger. I've had a few people say, oh, I've seen your old freestyle videos from 10, 11 years ago. Yeah, I say shout out to everyone who's supporting, man. Shout out to the YouTube algorithm doing his job. I need to start making music again. That being said, if you are a producer, if you are a music producer who makes drill, who makes grime, makes rap, give me a shout because I'm looking for a producer. I am looking for a producer. One shot of 60. One shot of 60 likes as well, people. Let's bump this up, man. What is going on? Subscriber check as well. We're still too short. Let me refresh this. Still too short. I know everyone here hasn't subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. I know this. Yeah, of course he said. Ryan said Potter would thrive. You was calling him Graziano Potterino. He thinks we forgot. You know what I'm saying? Black Diamond, just let it go, fam. Just let it go. You're not wrong in what you're saying. Just let it go. Just let it go, my guy. Let it go. But yeah, back to what I was talking about initially anyway with Eriksen and the title. Big miss, but I trust Casemiro. And now there's now more responsibility on Casemiro to not also win the ball back, but also be the ball dominant one in the midfield. I let Fred, hopefully actually Fred being in there, take some of the responsibility of Casemiro having to win the ball back. And Fred can get the ball and then pass it to Casemiro, and Casemiro can do his thing. That's what it is. But it's now on Casemiro. It's now on Fred. It's now on the rest of the players. It's now on the manager to navigate these things because injuries are going to happen. Injuries are going to happen. And hopefully, let me know in the chat actually, is there any reports on Eriksen on the length of injury or what the injury is? Because I've heard nothing. I've heard absolutely nothing in regards to that. So yeah, let me know. I've heard nothing whatsoever. Please let me know, people. Please let me know, man. You know, shout out Months as well. Go subscribe to Big Six Pants. Go subscribe to Carefree Lewis G as well, because I'm guessing Lewis has gone live because of the end zone news. But the link for Lewis's channel is underneath in the description. So I'm guessing he has. Let me know, Daniel, actually. And again, I'm not ignoring you lot because this is the Manchester United show where I'm only talking all things Manchester United. It's not Q&A. They ain't doing the most. It's not a crossover show with Ballers at the Bridge. So that's why I'm not talking anything Chelsea. It's not going to talk with Arsenal. It's not the Anfield analysis at Anfield show. It's none of that. That's why. Let's see. He's still on. Massa. Right, he started out. Yeah, I know he started at half too. He's still on. Starlord says I would play Bruno and Eriksen, but absolutely not. Last thing, I don't want to see Bruno in the 6. I don't even want to see him in the 10. Him in the 6, no. Not disciplined enough. People talk about Eriksen being bad defensively. Bruno isn't much better. And you don't have the positional awareness. One thing about Eriksen from a defensive standpoint, he'll stay in shape. Terrible idea. I'm not trying to see Bruno in the 6 whatsoever. No. Absolutely not. Still one shot of 60 likes, people. Get us to 60 likes before we close out. 2 subscribers. That's all we're looking for. He's out up to 4 weeks. So he basically misses this month. Well, February. That's not too shabby. Because then when I look at our fixture list, let's see what March is saying. And this is excluding any FA Cup games. Liverpool away on the 5th of March. Southampton at home the 11th of March. Away at Brighton on the 19th of March. And then I believe the week after that will be FA Cup. And obviously Europa League will be in there as well. Let me actually look for Europa League. But yeah, he'll be back for that run of games. Let me look at the Europa League schedule right now as we speak. Literally. Let's see what's going on. Because that's going to be stats. Because FA Cup start that month as well. Is the month of March. Let me see schedule. Let's see what's going on. Here we go. Fixtures and results and all this. All right. Let's have a look at this. I swear it's March. Competition schedule. Let's see. Yeah, I was right. The round of 16 is the 9th and 16th of March. So that's included. Let me look at our fixtures. Games will probably get moved around. Nah, they won't. So that means the Southampton game is 2 days after that, because we'll play the 9th and then we'll play the 11th against Southampton. So they might move that. And then the 16th is 3 days before being away at Brighton. That's that. And then on top of that, so you not only got 2 Europa League games, you got the FA Cup tie as well. Jesus. Oh, yeah, because FA Cup's drawn today. Yeah, it's FA Cup drawn today. Wonder who we'll get. Yeah. Martinez misses the first leg. Yeah, I know he does, but I trust Luke Shaw playing there. If our back four going away at Barcelona is Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Luke Shaw, Malacia, cool. I got no issue. I got no issue with that. No issue with that whatsoever. Will Martinez be a miss? Absolutely. But I don't think it's a big miss. And yeah, Eriksen should. People forget this as well, Black Diamond. Eriksen is not actually a 6. He's just that good that he can play that. He's that good. That's what he is. Well, he's not a 6. He's actually an 8. Actually an 8 and a 10. I need to eat on my stomach is just rumbling. But people forget this. He's playing out of position and doing a fantastic job. Bear in mind, he was a 3. Bear in mind, look at the impact he's having on games with your eyes. Bear in mind, look at his stats. People forget all of these things. People forget all of these things. All right, cool. I think this is it. I'm going to close out. If he's out for weeks, then the Glazers are definitely not thinking about getting a midfielder. They weren't thinking about it anyway, Malcolm. We can just hope that it kicks them into gear, but they weren't thinking about it anyway. But we move. Hopefully we sign someone. We got 2 days. We got today and the 31st of January for Manchester United to go and sign somebody. We need midfielders. Hey, big up you lot, man. We got 2 new subscribers. We hit the subscriber mark. 5,035. Big up. Big up. Love that. Get your final few questions in, because we're gonna close out, people. Hey, big up Soccer Footy fan. Flawless no Dembele for Barcelona. Home leg no Dembele. He's out for 6 weeks. Yeah, I'll miss both games, which is a bonus for us. It's a bonus for us. Absolutely. But we hit the subscriber milestone, so big up to you lot. And we also gone over 60 likes. So yeah, this is where we are going to close out, people. Don't forget, doing the most FA Cup special. That'll be here at 11 p.m. 11 p.m., people. And then 12:30 a.m. Brooklyn Nets versus the LA Lakers. But that'll be live on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch, people. Live on the Twitch. The link for the Twitch is underneath in the description. The links for everything Sarcasm City TV, all of the socials, including mine, are all available under you can see them all and find them all under every single live stream, people. Every single live stream. So make sure you check it out. Go download the Twitch app, sign up for free, and in the same way you watch and comment on YouTube, it's the exact same on the Twitch as well. And let me not forget as well, before we close out, shout out to the official sponsor of Sarcasm City TV YouTube, the latest trends. It's an online designer clothing store. That's right, people. Online designer clothing. So it's all your top designer brands at cheaper prices, people. You can see it there on the screen. Top designer brands at cheaper prices. Armani, Bust, Dolce & Gabbana, D-Squared 2, Off-Whites, Palms Angels, Stone Island, Versace. The list goes on. They have men's wear on there, female wear on there, kids wear on there as well. They also have trainers. It's www.thelatesttrends.net. That's right, www.thelatesttrends.net. So make sure you go check out the website. They will be restocking next month, but that goes. It's the what's it called? The clothing's going, people. The clothing is going. The designs is going, because it is designer clothing at affordable prices. So make sure you go check out. You can see the Jordans on there. They got trainers on there as well. So go browse the website. Go follow the Instagram as well. Latest trends, and you should be able. You'll find them through my socials. That's me, Flawless, right there. But big up to the latesttrends.net. Yes, I did hear about the Cancelo news, and I'm sure I'll discuss it on Battle of the North. Probably discuss it on Battle of the North. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yes, I believe so. Yeah, that is it. Love to everyone that has locked in. Again, we went over 5K subscribers, so salute to everyone. ManDem United podcast will be back tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. You can catch it Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 4:30 p.m. Mondays is just me. Tuesdays, and so tomorrow I'll be with my boy Ivorian. Thursdays is just me, and then Fridays I'm with my boy Eddie. But that doesn't mean Ivorian and Eddie won't pop up on other shows. That doesn't mean I won't be getting special guests. Next month I'm gonna start getting special guests back on as well. But this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.